We are live.
All right, let's do this.
Hi everyone, this is Paola Acosta, Project Manager of Intercultural Initiatives here at the Boys and Girls Club of Moncton. Thank you for joining us today in this Facebook Live. We are here because we have some exciting news that we would like to share with you. We would like to introduce you to the facilitator for our Ingenium program, Terri-Ann Richards.
Hello.
Hi. As many of you guys know, Ingenium is a new program here at the Boys and Girls Club of Moncton to initiate participants in the entrepreneurial world. They will be working with Terri-Ann to learn about the Lean Canvas model for businesses. Terri-Ann is also going to help them to empower themselves with skills and tools to be ready to work on their startup projects. Before we hear from Terri-Ann herself, we are also here with someone that doesn't need further introduction, our Executive Director, Moncton, who is going to share with us why is he excited about Ingenium and why is it important to have entrepreneurs as Terri-Ann Richards to work with our youth. Moncton.
Well, hello everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. It's such a pleasure, and bear with us. This is the first time ever that we're trying this Facebook Live thing. If we do mess up, forgive us, but we'll do our best to, to actually have a great session. Extremely excited to be surrounded by two talented women. Paola is an extremely great addition to the team. She brings a huge amount of knowledge and expertise and passion to the team, and she's running this project with such professionalism and so much passion. And thank you so much for doing your best to make the best out of this program. And Terri-Ann, we go way back.
We do.
Being part of that 21 in cohort back in 2014. A person that I respect and I admire a lot. She has been running so many cool things, and she's going to share that with us today. We started this project out of passion, so much passion, to provide children and youth in our community with possibilities and opportunities. And we wanted to expose them to the world of creativity and innovation and startups. And this project is mostly designed about finding those who have an ambition to create something out of nothing and to match them with possibilities. And to be able to do so, we thought of who could be that creative, outside thinking box person who can bring them from an idea to a project. And Terri-Ann is definitely a great match for that, and I'm extremely excited to present her today as the main facilitator for this project.
Thank you. Thank you. Is this where I get to talk?
Yes, absolutely.
And tell us about yourself.
So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Terri-Ann Richards, born and raised in St. John, New Brunswick, and I have been an entrepreneur since the age of 18 years old. I split my time between St. John and Moncton now, so Moncton is now my second home. And yeah, started in business at 18 years old. Since that time, I've owned 8 different organizations. I've had some epic successes and some beautiful failures as well, and that's the track record, but also the progress to perfection in entrepreneurship. That you need to have a couple failures to really have some successes. Super excited to be part of this team. To be able to, bring my years of expertise in business, but also just the fact that these are youth. This is our future. Having 13 to 18-year-olds be a part of a program where they get to learn the foundations of business. I giggle a bit because when I got into business as 18 years old, I didn't go and get my MBA first. I like to joke that I got my MBA from the streets of Atlantic Canada. And there's that practicality when you go in business, especially as a small entrepreneur, a solo entrepreneur, that you don't always understand all the basics, right? You sort of learn the basics as you go, which in some ways is why I had some of those mistakes and failures along the way. And I just think it's so cool that you have, created a program where you're going to teach these youth that a lot of adults who are in business today are still learning the hard way of just the basics, the foundations of, you know, having this dream, this belief to start a business, whether it's a small dream or a very, very large dream, there's an impact that is made when you go into business. And the impact bleeds this beauty, this rainbow color into your community. First, it starts with, you know, the impact that you make on yourself, right? The confidence you get by being an entrepreneur, and the confidence you get by, you know, taking what you know and the dream that you have and putting it into something that you can see, right? And then there's the, you know, the spill out effect of the people who are in your circle, right? Your family, you know, as these kids, it's their parents are going to be inspired because of it. And then there's the spill off of their community. They show up as different and better citizens because they realize that by dreaming something big, they do have the ability to do it. They have the confidence to do it, but they also have the confidence to make impact on something bigger out there. So I'm just super excited to have been brought into this. Yeah.
Wow. So this is amazing.
Yes, it is. And for everyone that is wondering how you can join this program, how can you apply? The only thing that you have to do is to write to Ingenium at pgcmmoncton.com, and we are asking you to send us a short video presenting yourself, so Terri-Ann will also get to know you ahead of time, and then we can also tweak some of all of these talents and experiences into your needs. And then we will be starting our first cohort soon, right? And Monsef, we were also wondering what will be the message to the newcomer youth, right? That want to join the program and that who wish to start young as an entrepreneur, as a newcomer.
Well, being a newcomer myself, I mean, for 17 years later, I'm still here, and to have that kind of knowledge, infrastructure, connections, mentors, know-how is just great. And then be able to build that little network of people that do think alike in terms of having that growth mindset. Ingenium is about inspiring growth. If it leads to a business or a project being created, so that's awesome. But if not, that's still okay, because we're planting seeds of hopes and dreams and business and language and connections and mentorships and also meaningful friendships that you would have a chance to build. And there's a lot of, you know, people of your age that have probably the same passions as you do, that you might not know them right now because of school structure or whatever it is, or because you're at home or because of a pandemic, but you would have a chance to connect with them. Could it be virtually or face-to-face, and talk about the things that are important to you, and talk about the project that you've been thinking for a long time to create and you didn't know where to start. But finally, you'll have a structure that can help you with that. You can reach out to Paula and she'll connect you with Terri-Ann. Terri-Ann will connect you with, probably one of your business idols that you always dream to connect with, and then that person probably can make 15 minutes of their time and spend that time with you, talking to you about how they started their journey as a businessman. And we have so many of them in our community. It could be Mike Timani, who started Fancy Pocket out of nothing, and he will tell you the journey of how a $10,000 or $20,000 investment back then is a multi-million-dollar business today, employing many people in his community and making a huge impact. You also saw from George Namour, who actually put his video for us to view, who started from nothing, and when he was 17 years when he came from Lebanon, and fleeing the civil war, and to stick into an idea and saying, you know what, someday I will be a restaurant owner, and he will be a McDonald's. Well, today he has 5, right? And he's not working for a paycheck like he said. Today he's okay. And many others that we do have in our communities, you will have the chance to connect with every single one of them. You'll have a chance to know more about their journeys and their paths and their struggles and how they started. And guess what? You'll be one of them too later on. 10, 20 years later, starting right here, someone will reach out and say, how did you start? And you will have a chance, an opportunity to give back and share some of your struggles and your journey and be proud. When you look back and you're like, you know what, it all started because some person gave me a chance. And we're all just about that. We will find you wherever you are. We will work with you until you achieve your full potential.
What a beautiful message, Monsef, and also makes me think for everyone that is watching and that is interested in joining this program. Ingenium is also about intercultural dialogue. Yes, you will be working with Terri-Ann in all the entrepreneurial skills and tools that you will need to success in your project, but you will also be exposed to different presentations. We will discuss healthy relationships, and we will have podcast activities. So it's indeed a truly exciting project. Terri-Ann, from your end, what will be one skill that you would like this new cohort that is going to work with you to really focus on?
There are many skills that I know that just by joining a program like this that they'll walk away with. But the reality is that ability to walk with your head high, to have that confidence, that skill of having clear communication skills, it's transferable in all areas of your life. Whether or not, I always like to say that you can be an entrepreneur and own a company, but you can be entrepreneurial and work within a company too, right? Yeah. And so by going through the process of, creating an idea and, testing it and, validating it and having good conversations with people and having to be really clear about what is the purpose and what's your why behind that, there are communication skills that you just don't normally get in every day-to-day life, right? And that's going to come over into whatever you do in the future. So that first and foremost, communication, confidence, that ability to walk into a room and shake anybody's hand and know that you deserve to shake their hand. I think back to when I was a youth first in business and, I was rubbing shoulders with individuals who in my eyes were just, these great big, Atlantic Canadian moguls, millionaires, the McCains and the Olins, and they're beside me and I'm thinking like, who the heck am I? Like I'm this 18, 19-year-old girl new in business and I'm sitting at a table with these individuals. But what I quickly learned is I did have a right to be at that table, right? I had skills and I had poise and I had the ability to be there. And that's what I want for you too. I want you to get that you deserve your space at the table regardless of your age, because you do have great ideas and you do have this creative spark and you just need somebody to kind of be the catalyst. And that's what we want to be, is be the catalyst to what's already inside of you so that you can go and do that and sit at a table and hold your head high.
Yes, you're here.
Yeah.
That's really well said. Yes, yes.
Yes, we have also some questions for the participants. How do I get my kid registered? Well, it's very easy. Send us an email to ingenium@bgcmoncton.com. We will explain the steps. And
you don't mind spelling that Ingenium thing?
Yes.
Because sometimes it's confusing. I get confused too.
INGEGENIUM.
There we go.
Ingenium. It's like the name of the program,
yes.
at bgcmoncton.com. When are the sessions taking place? So we are aiming Tuesdays,
yes,
at 5. Remember, all the content that you will be working here with Terri-Ann is online. So we are hoping also that this help us to reach where you are at home, and you will be able to spend time with Terri-Ann between an hour or 2 hours to go over the link canvas and all these tools that she's going to empower you with. So Tuesdays at 5. That's the time and date.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And she's fun to work with.
I'm a lot of fun. I'm a lot of fun, because you can't take yourselves too seriously. No. Business is fun, right? It allows you, again, it comes back to creativity. It allows you to do things that you've never thought were possible before, and to be reminded that you do have that ability to do it. And yes, we're going to have lots of fun. I promise I'm not a very boring person. Yeah. I like to have fun. I like to have fun with adults, and I like to have fun with youth. Yeah. And business is something that's super important to me, and I can tell that there's a lot of individuals out there, a lot of youth out there, that it's really important to them. Yeah. You have these big dreams, you have these big visions, you just don't know what to do with them. Come hang out with me.
So if you're a parent and then you have kids, speak to them.
Yes.
If they're between 13 and 18 and you want them to experience something special, unique, and very awesome and fun, and someday start a business that we're all as a community members would be proud of, then yes, send them our way. If you're a teacher, and could it be you're teaching entrepreneurship or civic or history or whatever. Talk to them about this cool thing because it's really, really, really cool. And if you're just a community member and you know someone who has that passion, that little flame, then and you want to be part of the sparking of that, just send them our way, and we'll definitely be able to do some great things with them. So this is an year for your youth, and you're not too sure about this. Just give yourself a chance. You lose nothing by just reaching out and say, hey, I'd like to have a chat and see how this thing goes. And you know what? Try the first session. And give yourself a chance and then make a decision about that later on. But at least, I mean, as Josiane Como, who actually won The Voice, said, the best thing that I've ever done is I walked outside of my comfort zone. And look where I am today. She's very much New Brunswick pride, and she won The Voice with a beautiful voice, and she's also a beautiful human being, and it all started because she gave herself a chance, and she put herself in probably an awkward position, but today she's extremely talented, and she has every single to be proud of walking that extra mile.
Absolutely.
So, and we look forward to working with many of you. Question probably is that spaces are limited.
Yes.
We cannot accommodate every single one. We would love to, and Paula eventually will walk you through the numbers.
Yes, and I also was reading another question is when are we started? Where are we starting? So as soon as we have 10 to 12 participants, we are going to start. There is a selection process that takes place. And then you guys can start your lessons with Terri-Ann. And there is also monthly gatherings and field trips. So you will discover the entrepreneurial world in your community. And yeah, I don't think that we have something else we would like to share.
Well, I mean, just the field trips, extremely important. If you're passionate about an industry, could it be manufacturing? Could it be service? Could it be social enterprise? Could it be ICT? We will expose you to those things. And Terri-Ann has a full agenda on how to do things. So it's not just about learning how to do business or how to start a business, but you're also immersed into some kind of a co-op where you will be spending time with business entrepreneurs who are actually doing it, and learn from them and be inspired by their journey and come home with ideas on how to solve the problem in your community.
And I would just add, based on what you had said of, real growth happens, really awesome things happen. So if you're a youth, I'll speak more in your language, like really awesome, cool things happen when you go outside your comfort zone. And, I think back to when I applied a program that was similar to this when I was a kid for the youth apprenticeship program. And that was not my jam. It was not things that I would have normally done in high school. None of my friends were doing it. But it completely radically changed and shifted my life, obviously for the better. And, being a part of 21 Inc., being a part of the Wallace McCain Institute, all of these opportunities that intimidated the heck out of me because you think, well, why me? Well, why not you? And that's the message that I really want to put in front of you right now is, well, why not you? This is an opportunity for you to learn. If nothing else, you'll make amazing friends. You'll get to hang out with me. You get to hang out with these awesome people. But the reality is your life's going to change for the better.
Yes, and well, we want to, if there's something else we would like to share, or are we good? Yes, we would like to thank you for joining us today in this live video, for your interest in the Ingenium program. And please, also, there are a lot of exciting things happening here at the Boys and Girls Club of Moncton. Yes. Check the Facebook page. There are some very cool initiatives that are taking place. Don't forget to check the weekly updates with Rebecca about the activities that we have here. And we are here to grow together.
It's a really good point. There are tons of cool things happening after school. Could it be in terms of cooking classes? Could it be, sports, health and well-being, mental health, support with school, program tutoring, and with Raise the Grades. There is many things happening, and I'm fortunate enough that I probably have one of the best people in this organization, given their heart, their experience, their life, and everything they've got for your kids. So we can have that beautiful community we all dream to have, and everybody's put in efforts together to make the best of it, even during the pandemic, right? So nothing will hold us or stop us from providing the best of us to kids in our community because they do need it, they do deserve it. And I know that many people are contributing to that. So feel free to reach out. Could it be Ashton? Could it be to Rebecca Etier? Could it be to Paula or others to inquire about what the Boys and Girls Club of Moncton can provide in terms of activities and programs for your kids, and we'll be more than honored to help with that.
Well,
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. And I think this is the part where
You have to get
And,
out.
Well,
and
we
we have to
need
get
to
up and go, like pause or stop on that little thing. So, bye.
Yeah.
See you all.
Thank you.
bientôt.
Thank
Here.
you. Don't forget Ingenium at bgcmoncton.com. Thanks. Bye, friends.
How do I stop this thing? All right.
I'm coming.
So help me. All right, we're gonna try to figure this thing out.
It's fun.
This is the behind the scenes. Always fun.